I want you to have big picture thinking. Hey, what's shaking bacon? My name's Bruno Panucci. I hope you're doing well. So today's video is going to be about big picture thinking, not being short-sighted in your thinking when it comes to your diet specifically. Now, we all do this in certain areas of our life. Even those of us who are really good at big picture thinking and taking a step back and looking at it from 1,000 feet or however you want to describe it, we know we have our weak points in certain areas in life. Maybe it's finances. Maybe it's alcohol or drug abuse. We're going for an immediate fix with some sort of addiction, and we want to have big picture thinking, long-term thinking. So when it comes to the immediate gratification that we get from having junk food, candy, and especially a lot of people are coming out of this Easter weekend or some holiday, depending on when you're watching this video, and you're thinking, oh, I should have done better. Now's a good time to stop and reassess. Figure out what went wrong and how you can fix it. And recognize the fact that you're focusing on immediate gratification of something that's in front of you. And it's a lot more difficult to say no to something when it's right in front of you than it is to prevent that situation from happening at all. So when you're at someone's family function, or you went out with some friends, or you just have something that's been in the fridge or freezer and it's been gnawing at you, you've been thinking the whole time, oh man, I'm really fighting with this. Sometimes you might have to go and throw it out. Sometimes you might have to prevent yourself from going into that situation with family or friends to begin with. Sometimes you can't get away from that. And at those points, that's when you have to stop and realize big picture thinking. Stop looking at the immediate gratification of giving into that one temptation that's in front of you, and start thinking about why you want to do something like carnivore. I want to feel good. I want to lose weight, or I want my mental illness to get better, or I want my physical illness to go away, or illnesses to go away. The reason why I do this, and I'm going to talk about this more in an upcoming video again, is I do it to feel good. The side effect is losing weight. Now, I've been at a stall for a long while and I've been plateauing, but I'm fine with that because that's not the whole reason why I'm doing carnivore. That's part of the reason. I mainly do it because I feel good. I don't have aches and pains generally through the day. Most of my health problems have gone into complete remission. And if you look back at some of my old videos, there's a lot of health problems. So they still have a ways to go, a few of them that is, like my fasting insulin. But we want to keep in mind why we're doing what we're doing it. What is our why? And we have to, more importantly, realize that it's all about the big picture thinking, the long term. We want to be there when our children are walking down the aisle at their weddings. We want to be there when they're graduating college and university. We want to be there when we get to support our spouse in our older years. We want to be there for our friends and family. We want to enjoy this life around us. And a big part of that is being there. If you're having a difficult time when you are there, it's going to take away from those moments. It's taking away from your moments now when your health isn't in order. And one of the reasons why people do this carnivore diet is to get their health in order. Sometimes it's to just up their game, but most of the time it's big picture thinking that makes us realize why we want to do carnivore. So you have to stop and learn to recognize those moments when they happen. When you're about to give into immediate satisfaction or gratification, you're about to eat something that you shouldn't be doing, and you're like, oh, I'll start tomorrow, or I'll get back on board next week. Whatever your reasoning is, it's a negative process. It's a negative thinking process. It's negative thinking in general, and we want to get rid of that. We want it gone. We want it off like a prom dress. We want nothing to do with that negative thinking. That is a form of self-sabotage. We need to get rid of it. What we want to do is be strict when moving forward. And it starts with the first thing going into your mouth at that moment. And you can just as easily prevent it by one, making sure that you're full when you get to those situations, so you can prevent those situations from happening to begin with. Or you can try and have a backup strategy of always having food on hand that you can have. Maybe it's carnivore bars. Maybe it's bringing some burger patties with you wherever you go. Maybe when you go to a barbecue, bring some food you know you can eat. Bring a charcuterie board. That's something everyone likes. So there's always ways you can manage sticking to big picture thinking. And your immediate situation is what is preventing you from dealing with all these health benefits that come along with doing a healthy way of eating. So I've been 100% strict for a long time, but I'm not there yet. I'm not at a point, even after more than 3 years of a strict carnivore diet, without a lick, taste, or bite of anything off a carnivore diet, have I gotten to the point where I'm at an optimal weight where my fasting insulin is well in balance and in check. So it takes a while. You can't get discouraged by this because you have to think big picture. I'm getting there slowly. It's just not going as fast as I want. It's not going maybe as fast as you want. You have to keep in mind why you're doing this. You're running a marathon, and this is going to be a marathon for the rest of your life. It's not about the end goal. It's not, there's no end goal when it comes to carnivore. There's no finish line. Your end goal isn't becoming 100% carnivore. It's enjoying the benefits of being 100% carnivore for the rest of your life. So getting to 100% carnivore, or being as strict as you need to manage your health in relation with your diet so that you have an optimal level of living, is the goal. You have to keep on that goal. The race isn't done once you cross that goal. The race has just begun. And once you get past that goal, you have to choose your love at this point. Are you going to choose a cupcake or a candy bar or a chocolate Easter egg or some candy that you could just as easily throw out while you're watching this video or listening to this video? Or do you want to feel good? Do you want to go over that start and stop, start and stop, start and stop over and over again for months or years like I did, so that you can eventually get to the point where your health gets so bad you have no choice but to do it? Because that's eventually what's going to happen. Or do you want to just control it now? Throw that stuff out, get rid of it, and you don't have to deal with it, and you're stronger and better for it. You'll get to the point, I promise you, you'll get to the point where it won't tempt you in the future at all. And that's a wonderful place to be. For some people, it's the weight loss. For some people, it's just about feeling better. For me, it's both. So I happen to have more and more reason to be strict with this and continue with this as long as I can. If I was just doing this for the weight loss, I would have stopped at this a year and a half ago when I roughly was at the same weight that I am now. So I was a little bit heavier, but really I would have stopped because I would have went, okay, this isn't working as well as I want for weight loss. Because I've had lots of times through the years where I've lost weight really fast and it hasn't been an issue. But this time it has been. So if I was just doing it for the weight loss, I would have stopped and tried something different at this point. I'm doing this because I have other reasons than weight loss to keep on doing what I'm doing. And I find it really beneficial to be an encouragement to other people who are watching these videos, who can stop and go, yeah, you know what? I got something out of that video. And it's just what I needed to pick up my socks. So I want you to think about this. What is your why? Are you giving into immediate gratification? Are you thinking long term? The next time you're about to bite into something you're not supposed to, or you're feeling that temptation, change your mindset. Start thinking long term. Get rid of that old thinking and adopt a new way of thinking. You're better off for it, and you're setting a better example for everyone else around you. Thanks a lot, and take care.